since the Warriors did just play the LA Lakers, I'll entertain it this morning. Do you really want this offseason? Because I don't, there's 15 games left, and I want to talk about the season. I don't care about trades happening we got all offseason to talk about trades and player movement and whether this guy fits here or there.
And Wiggins playing better.
Right. I mean, I heard Steiny talk about Friday, Caruso's a much better player than Andrew Wiggins. When Andrew Wiggins is on this game, Caruso can't touch Andrew Wiggins. I'm sorry. I like Caruso. He's a good player. He ain't Andrew Wiggins. He's not Andrew Wiggins. I'm sorry. And I don't know how much Caruso makes the Warriors better. The Warriors have a bunch of guys who look like Caruso. Brendan Pajimski, Gary Payton II. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of dudes who could defend. I'm good off Caruso. I like him, but what does it look like around him anyway? Do you really want Steph and LeBron to team up? Really? That's where we're at now, Warrior fans. I want Steph to have more.
By this.
I want Curry to have more rings in him. I don't want LeBron. This is the Steph Curry era.
But there's no guarantee that Curry ever gets another ring.
It's no guarantee they get one together.
And obviously there's no guarantee that they win together. But if that's what he wants to roll with, I was anti-CP3 coming to this team, and obviously Curry was all aboard. And you know what? I've been wrong. And CP3's been excellent for this team.
And not only that, you talk about LeBron being exciting, and what's exciting about crying to the referees all game long or talking to the refs all game? Trace Jackson Davis, there was one 3-point attempt LeBron had in the first half. Trace fouls him on a 3. Tusses the elbow. LeBron act like Trace hit him so hard that he tore his UCL in his elbow. It's come on, man. Let's go, LeBron.
He's an old man.
Stop. See, YouTube, a lot of people on YouTube, they do not want LeBron James on this team.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to say that, and then, when LeBron shows up on your team, you're going to have a change of heart.
No, well, you're going to root.
I mean, if I would ask the same question about CP3 last year at the exact same time, it would be, 99-1?
Well, there's still some Warrior fans out there who quietly, behind the scenes, I can't believe we have CP3. He's playing too many minutes. There's some. Chris Paul's been a total professional, man. I'm all in on the Chris Paul.
This feels very similar to, not exactly the same, but similar to the rhetoric wrapped around Tom Brady and the Niners. And, nobody wanted to go after Tom. And it was come on, man. When the GOAT wants to come to you, you say yes.
Listen, LeBron James is smart. First of all, he ain't the GOAT. Michael Jordan's my GOAT when it comes to NBA basketball.
I didn't say, no, I was talking about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, I know.
I was talking about Tom Brady.
I know. It's just that GOAT word of LeBron.
The eras are so different.
I knew I was GOAT when we rallied for the 3-1 deficit in 2016. It's no. You got an aid from the NBA.
He is.
The NBA wanted that series extended. That's what they did. Kiki Vanaway. I still will never forgive Kiki Vanaway for what he did in 2016. But this is a great question from the 510. Would you rather, on the Comcast Business Text line, one more ring with LeBron James or no more rings at all?
That was where I was going. So that was where I was going with my hypothetical, which is basically, you keep saying I'd rather have AD. I'd rather have Embiid. I'd rather have Giannis. Okay, well, yeah. But what if those deals don't materialize? And the only deal out there is you stand pat, okay, with the current Warrior roster. You standing pat for next year. Or you're adding LeBron. And let's just say, hypothetically, you're moving Wiggins, Moody, a bunch of first-round picks in staggered years.
See, this is the problem with this era of sports fans. We're so ready to flip-flop. What happened to just having a player play on one team? What happened to just having rivalry? Devin Booker was asked by J.J. Redick, does the NBA need more trash talk? Do we need more rivalries? Do we need more player rivalries? And I know Steph and LeBron are cool and they're hugging and laughing at the end of the game, but do you think the competitor and Stephen Curry is saying, I've helped build this franchise up, our baby, we've created this thing, and we've helped keep LeBron from having 6 or 7 championship rings. You don't think he feels good about that? But in the quote-unquote LeBron era, Steph Curry stole his shine, took his chain.
I'm sure. But if there's no other deal out there, right, hypothetically, there's no other deal out there, I think that they looked at the CP3 thing very similarly. Obviously, there's some differences, but hey, there's not a lot of offers for Jordan Poole. The best we can do is CP3. And he was like, you know what? Let's lean into it. I think this is why he's one of the greatest teammates of all time.
Dude, boy, are you really ready for the LeBron James experience? No, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I'm with Joe Lacob here.
We got a window here. We've got to try to win another title. And I really badly want to see Steph and our guys, Clay and Draymond, get another one. LeBron's got 4.
Yep.
They got 4. Yep. Let's get 5. Let's seed him to 5.
Right,
Thank you.
Beat him to 5. Not let him get 5 with us and change the narrative.
So if Lawrence
and it's
Taylor,
not even a guarantee that LeBron's going to help this team. The Lakers are 10th place right now.
There are no guarantees.
The Lakers are in 10th place right now. What are we doing?
Wait, but you accepted Kevin Durant, even though they were somewhat rival.
No, they weren't a rival. Not really. They had the one playoff series together. Kevin Durant was a free agent, was free to go anywhere, and it was all good. It was all good. It was an obvious upgrade at the three spot.
So Lawrence Taylor's available, and Bill Walsh is like, absolutely not. I have to have more rings than Lawrence.
No, we're taking Lawrence Taylor. We took Jim Burt.
What are we doing?
We took Jim Burt.
I know.
That's a lot different. That's a lot different.
You took Charles Haley back.
That's a lot different.
Come on.
Dion wasn't a real rival.
If Mahomes wanted to be a Niner, you would be on line one like, bring him here.
The Falcons never kept the Niners from winning any Super Bowls. The Falcons were poopy. They were a 5-win team. The best thing about the Falcons in the early 90s was that they had the uniform change from red jerseys to black jerseys, and they were the Dirty Birds.
Well stated.
Come on. And Katie, he did want to come here. They've had those discussions, obviously, with Iguodala and Curry, but no. LeBron is going to be 40 years old. Katie was a prime player, and Harrison Barnes said, no. So we said, okay, go get Kevin Durant. We got to go beat LeBron James.
The mental gymnastics to make it work in your brain, that it doesn't feel like this is inevitable, is quite interesting.
It's not inevitable. Here's Bob Myers on the situation on NBA Countdown Saturday afternoon.
You know what I wish? I wish we could have seen them play on the same team for one season. Yes, because you know why? They're perfect complements to each other. Their game. Forget that they're mega stars and the most popular players in the NBA. Curry and LeBron, more than anybody understands, complement each other on the basketball court. LeBron is the point forward, one of the best passers ever, and Curry moving off the ball. We're probably not going to get to see it.
We're probably not going to get to see it. And I'm not here for that. I'm happy with Brock Purdy. I want my guys to have more rings.
If Aaron Donald said, I'm coming out of retirement and I want to play for the Niners.
Of course we're going to take him. I mean,
so then why is LeBron different?
No. We will accept LeBron James. I don't think you're understanding. He comes to the Golden State Warriors, we're going to be like, sure, why not? But if we had a choice in the matter, like if I had a choice in the matter, I want to beat LeBron. Well, I get more satisfaction out of beating him than joining him and then coming on the Warriors. And then it's like, it would be great. Steph and LeBron will make beautiful music together. There's no doubt about that. But until we get to that point,
so what would it look like? I want you to envision what it looks like, Curry and LeBron, because Bob Myers is alluding to it there. What do you think it looks like for those two on the floor?
Oh, it looks great. It looks great. There's no doubt. LeBron James pass first guy. Curry coming off the ball. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. I mean, it looks great. They know how to play the game together. It's an offensive juggernaut. But if you had a choice in the matter, I'd rather beat him than have him join us.
I think alongside Klay Thompson, it would open up the floor for him. I think alongside Jonathan Kuminga, that opens up the lane for him. Now they're going to have to pick and choose who would dive, but having that element of a low post scorer, the Warriors have very rarely had that over the last 30, 40 years.
There's no guarantee Klay's back with that.
That's true.
There's no guarantee. Where's Kuminga slotted at?
I think Kuminga is your number one perimeter defender. That's what he becomes. He becomes, you're like him and LeBron in this positionless basketball are oscillating between 3 and 4.
Okay. But then you may not have Klay. You may not have CP3.
Well,
you may not. There's a lot of
this is where Dunleavy needs to get his pencil sharp.
There's a lot of turnover here, man. So I'm not entertaining it. I'd rather beat LeBron like on Saturday night when the Warriors take a 2-1 series. He's a lead. And we got Spinoni in a good mood this morning. He doesn't care. He's done with the Lakers. He's done.
Do you think this LeBron to the Warriors narrative is completely BS?
There's always a chance if he opts out, right? Because he's going to have the option of where he wants to go.
Exactly.
I think he wants to stay in LA because his son's going to be staying at USC now, probably a little bit longer than everyone thought. I mean, I don't know if he thought he was going to go to the NBA. I was talking to Bonta. This is what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to get a guy like a Trae Young, something like that in the offseason. A big enough name that you can sell the idea that they're still really trying to win a title. because right now it's not working with just him and AD.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
It's not. But they also signed Rui and Austin Reeves and D'Lo and gave them all the money. So I'm over this. Until that happens, I really don't even want to entertain it. Because now I'm thinking about it more and more and more. We can ask Steiny when he walks in. He's a Larry Bird fan, the biggest Larry Bird fan I've ever met.
That was 40 years ago.
I don't care if it's 40 years ago, 30 years ago. It's still a rival.
Times are different.
It's the same, though. It's competitive. It's sports. It's basketball.
We've seen Kevin Durant has played for how many teams?
Yeah, but that's I don't care how many different teams he plays for. And he has no real rivals. He has no real rivals, does he?
No.
Other than LeBron James.
LeBron, you're clinging to something that doesn't exist anymore. Like, these guys don't have the loyalty that they used to. Mookie Betts is already on his second team. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Like, a lot of these guys.
We're talking about rivalries, though. We're talking about rivalries.
I understand
that. Kevin Durant want to play with LeBron James? He wants to beat LeBron James.
Kevin Durant has played with so many different guys.
Magic Johnson fans didn't want Michael Jordan fans, biggest rival to Michael Jordan. They didn't want Jordan to go play with those guys. Jordan wouldn't go play with those guys. Kobe Bryant. You think Kobe Bryant would have wanted to play with LeBron James? Kobe was like, I'm good. I'm here with the Lakers. I want to beat these guys. I want to destroy these dudes. He didn't even pick up Kevin Garnett's call when Kevin Garnett was looking to get out of Minnesota. He's like, I was trying to get with Kobe, but Kobe didn't pick up the phone. Why? Because Kobe wants to beat these guys.
Yeah, but you just watched an All-Star game over the winter where it's the Kobe Bryant era, the Michael Jordan era is so long past. These guys can't even play hard defense for 2 minutes. I mean, to expect them to have the same rivalries, everyone's making so much money and they've all played so much basketball together. They want to play with their friends. They want to play where the game can be easier for them. They don't care about the rivalries that we had growing up. It's just not the same.
Do you have that Steph cut from a couple years ago with Steiny and Guru? Look for that, Spinotti, on when he was asked that same question. In the meantime, let's go to
Draymond
BPA.
Green himself specifically, I felt that him and LeBron had a huge rivalry. I thought there was one. And now he's part of his representation.
I know, crazy.
And it's completely zapped. Like, the one guy who's the quote-unquote enforcer on the Warriors is obviously like a big LeBron guy, right? And so it's just all different now.
Just the championship season?
So this is from April 6th, 2022 of, that championship season when Steiny and Guru had to sit down with Stephen Curry. And here's how it went.
You hear what your boy said?
Who?
Uh-oh. You hear what your boy said?
Who, my boy?
Take a listen.
Who else you want to play with? In today's game, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's the one that I want to play with.
Oh, shit.
The chef. You know what? Hey, he might want to play with you next weekend now.
That is phenomenal. When did he say that? Was that on the shop?
Yeah.
I guess the latest one, yeah.
No. Well, we got his wish. So he's the captain. He's picked me the last two All-Star games. So I don't know if that suffices, but I'm good right now.
And
how's that make you feel, though?
Good right now. I mean, whenever you get the interest or curiosity of what it would be like to play with arguably MVP kind of caliber dude like he is and one greatest of all time, cool. Like, it's amazing.
Right.
We all can live in that fantasy world, though.
There's a big element.
We all can live in that fantasy world, which we're living in right now.
Well, he said right now, too.
Right now.
It's like my wife, I ask her all these different questions, and she'll be like, no, which means not right now.
Right now.
Which means maybe down the line. But B.
No. Go ahead.
You know what's happening this summer, which is a great opportunity. Forget LeBron. It could be anyone.
I know.
What?
The Paris Olympics. I get it.
Steph's going to be there.
They've been in All-Star games together.
No, but I'm talking about like as a whole. Right. I think having that summer of Steph being there, because look, if you just look at all of the other pairings in the last 10 to 15 years, this dream team has been a big deal. A lot of guys are pairing up.
That
with
would have to happen before the Olympics.
Well, yeah, they practiced before, I believe. No,
but then
first week of July.
And if he he's not going to join the Warriors after the Olympics. That would be
no. I'm saying that all the practices and everything leading up to it is where a lot of these brainstorming stuff happens, and they've done a lot of pre-prep on this team that they're doing. I don't know. I think that there's a high probability the Warriors, even if it's not LeBron, there's going to be a move this summer.
Listen, the Warriors obviously called the Lakers about that move, and LeBron James had to clear it. LeBron James basically passed through and was like, I'd entertain a trade to the Golden State Warriors. Now then comes a conversation, well, what are you going to give us for LeBron James? And the Warriors are not breaking up this team right now. Not right now. You're not going to trade Clay in a contract here. You're not going to do that to one of the core members of this squad. It's just not going to do it.